Hello, everyone, and happy Tuesday. My name is Kiara Cotton, filling in this week for Stephanie Haney. This is your 3 News Now afternoon update. Thank you so much for joining us for today's top headlines and stories from WKYC.com and, of course, the WKYC app. As I mentioned, today is Tuesday, October 12th, and we're going to jump right into the update for you. Up first, advice is shifting on the use of aspirin to prevent a heart attack. Officials with the U.S. Preventative Services Task Force drafted new guidance yesterday that says older adults without heart disease should not take daily low-dose aspirin to prevent a first heart attack or stroke. Now, according to the guidance, bleeding risks for adults in their 60s and up who haven't had a heart attack or stroke outweigh any potential benefits from using the aspirin. Now, if finalized, the advice for older adults would backtrack on a recommendation presented back in 2016 that says that preventing a first heart attack or stroke, it would be in line with recent guidelines from other medical groups. Next, we have sad news coming out of Stark County. A husband and wife were found dead of an apparent murder-suicide at a senior living community in North Canton. Now, according to reports, it appears that a 93-year-old man fatally shot his 89-year-old wife before turning the gun on himself yesterday. According to police records, a note was left for the family at the scene, but we here at 3 News are choosing not to disclose the name of the couple at this time. Switching gears, let's get you updated on the latest numbers from the Ohio Department of Health as they pertain to the coronavirus pandemic here, in Ohio. According to the Ohio Department of Health, 4,456 new confirmed and probable cases of COVID-19 have been reported in the last 24 hours. There are currently 3,407 patients being hospitalized for COVID-19, and of those hospitalizations, 943 are being treated in an intensive care unit. Now, the death toll from coronavirus in Ohio currently stands at 23,021 deaths. So those numbers are the latest as of today, October 12th, here in Ohio from the Ohio Department of Health. Moving on to sports. The Brooklyn Nets have made a decision on former Cleveland Cavaliers Kyrie Irving's future. As of today, the star point guard will sit out from both practices and games with the team until he can become a full participant with COVID-19 vaccination. Now, Irving is unvaccinated and has made no efforts or made any statements on hoping to get vaccinated in the future. Now, in the state of New York, there is a mandate requiring coronavirus vaccinations for athletes who play in or practice in a city. Now, he's been able to get around that practicing at his home with the help of the Brooklyn Nets operating as a private entity. But that is going to change moving forward. Irving would be set to make nearly $35 million this season if he missed no games. And a Medina native's winning streak on Jeopardy has come to an end. The winning streak for Matt Amadio came to an end last night on Jeopardy. Prior to Monday night, Matt had won 38 straight games. Amadio won $1,518,601 during his streak. He is the second in the game's history with the most consecutive wins. Now, that title goes to Ken Jennings, who holds the record with 74 straight wins, and he did that back in 2004. And onto the entertainment front. Disney Plus has released the first trailer for its Home Alone reboot, Home Sweet Home Alone. In the movie, Max Mercer gets left behind at home while his family travels to Japan for the holidays, leaving the 10-year-old to protect his home from a married couple who are trying to retrieve a priceless heirloom. Home Sweet Home Alone will premiere on November 12th, and we have a link to that full trailer up now on WKYC.com and the WKYC app. And there are a lot of new businesses opening in Northeast Ohio, particularly in the Flats. Over the next coming weeks and months, the neighborhood will welcome more than a half dozen new spots. Between a wine bar and a country bar, complete with a mechanical bull, there will be something for everyone. Our very own Doug Trattner will have all the details tonight on Front Row at 7 p.m. And we have some renderings up on WKYC.com. If you'd like to check them out, they're also available on the WKYC app. And Amazon is expanding again. The retail giant is bringing another fulfillment center right here to Northeast Ohio, but this time it's coming to Canton. The center will go up where Skyland Pines Golf Club once sat. The course closed for good last month after being sold to develop the new fulfillment center. According to Amazon, the retailer plans to build a 1 million square foot center sometime next year. In Northeast Ohio alone, there are already several fulfillment centers in North Randall, Euclid, and Akron. And we're going to end today's update on a heartwarming note. This video has gone viral in recent days, and I thought that I would share it with you. So, a Marysville couple's wedding went viral on TikTok after the groom carried his sister-in-law down the aisle. Now, here's the backstory. For their entire lives, twin sisters Morgan and Macy were inseparable. But Macy has special needs. And when it came time for Morgan to get engaged, she wanted her Mr. Right to know what he was getting himself into, and that they being Morgan and Macy, were a package deal. So on their wedding day, he carried sweet Macy down the aisle, proving his loyalty to both of them. Morgan, the bride, shared the moment on TikTok, writing, "I wanted her to have a special moment as a bride like her twin sister. I will forever cherish this. Look at how her just looking around at everyone like she's on her throne. This is why I fell in love with him, because he loves her as much as I do." Now we have a link to that full TikTok up on WKYC.com and of course the WKYC app. It's such a sweet and heartwarming story. You should definitely check it out. And that wraps up your 3 News Now update for today. Again, my name is Kiara Cotton, filling in this week for Stephanie Haney. Thank you so much for joining us. Have a great day.